Tired of spending a fortune on a phone only for it to feel slow, have a mediocre camera, and a battery that barely lasts half a day after just 6 months? Look, today I'm bringing you the 5 best Xiaomi phones you can buy in 2026. From the most affordable to the high-end models that have nothing to envy from the latest iPhone. And I won't bore you with tedious specs. I'm going to tell you exactly which one to buy based on your budget and what you need. Stick around until the end because number 1 has everything you're looking for in a phone at the best possible price. I'll leave all the purchase links in the video description. Let's start with the most affordable one on the list, and it might be just what you're looking for. Let me introduce you to the Redmi Note 14G, the best cheap Xiaomi you can buy in 2026. And before you say cheap means bad, hold on, because this phone has more than enough reasons to be on this list. Let's talk first about what matters most to people, the battery. It has 5500 mAh with 33 watt fast charging, enough to last a full day of heavy use without any problem. And since its processor isn't that demanding, the battery actually lasts even longer than in some high-end phones. That's something very few people will tell you. For cameras, it comes with a 108 megapixel main sensor that delivers sharp photos and can record video in up to 4K. The front camera is 20 megapixels, more than enough for your everyday selfies. Its screen is Full HD Plus with 120 Hz, smooth and easy on the eyes. And the processor, the Helio G99 Ultra, makes the phone feel fast for social media, WhatsApp, YouTube, and general use. The price? You can find it for around $170, although depending on where you buy it, it might even be cheaper. I'll leave the link in the description. We've reached the best-selling phone on this list, and that's no coincidence. The Poco X7 Pro is that sweet spot where price and performance meet perfectly. Why is it so popular? Let me explain. Let's start with the processor, the Dimensity 8400 Ultra. Just so you get an idea, we're talking about power comparable to a high-end phone from 2023, but at a mid-range price in 2026. It comes with 8GB of RAM and 256GB of storage, more than enough for everyday use. The screen is an AMOLED 6.67 inches with 1.5K resolution, 120 Hz, and a peak brightness of 3200 nits. Under direct sunlight, it looks perfectly clear, and the colors are vibrant and sharp. For cameras, it has a 50 megapixel main sensor with optical stabilization and records video in 4K at 60 frames per second. And now the best part, the battery. It has 6000 mAh with 90 watt fast charging that takes the phone to 100% in just 42 minutes, 2 days of battery life and ultra fast charging. You won't easily find that in this price range. How much does it cost? Around $380. The link is in the description. Which Xiaomi has the best camera without spending a fortune? And the answer is this one, the Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus 5G. Let me explain why. Its main camera is 200 megapixels with optical stabilization. Plus, you can zoom in up to 4 times without losing quality, something very few mid-range phones can brag about. And for video, it records up to 4K at 30 frames per second with creative tools like night mode and burst mode. The 20 megapixel front camera also does a great job for video calls and selfies. The screen is a 6.67-inch AMOLED with 1.5K resolution, 120 Hz, and a peak brightness of 3000 nits, protected by Gorilla Glass Victus 2, which is one of the toughest glasses on the market. Beautiful, smooth, and durable. Inside, it has the Snapdragon 7S General Processor. Now, what makes it special, besides the cameras, is its 120 watt fast charging for a 5110 mAh battery. We're talking about completely charging up your entire smartphone battery in just about 30 minutes or so? That's insane for this price. How much does it cost? Around $300. The link is in the description. Now we've reached the most powerful phone on this entire list. And if you're someone who likes to push your phone to the limit, pay close attention. The Poco F7 didn't come to play. Its processor is the Snapdragon 8S Gen 4. To put it in perspective, we're talking about performance that beats several high-end models from 2024. Heavy games, video editing, demanding multitasking. This phone handles it all without breaking a sweat. The screen is an AMOLED 6.83 inches with 1.5K resolution and 120 Hz, protected by Gorilla Glass 7i. Big, sharp, and smooth. A visual experience that perfectly matches that insane performance. For cameras, it has a 50 megapixel main sensor with optical stabilization and the Sony IMX882 sensor, which you usually find in high-end phones. It records video in 4K at 60 frames per second, and the front camera is 20 megapixels for high-quality selfies. And the battery's no slouch either. It has 6,500 milliamp hours, 2 days of heavy use no problem, and when you need to charge, you're good to go in less than an hour. Its design is also worth mentioning because it's possibly the most elegant and modern on this whole list. The price? Around $520. Yeah, it's the most expensive so far, but for what it offers, it's worth every penny. The link is in the description. And now we've reached number 1, the phone that combines all the best features we've seen on this list but takes them to another level. The Xiaomi 15T Pro is the full high-end experience that Xiaomi has to offer you in 2026. The processor is the Dimensity 9400 Plus. Just to give you an idea, we're talking about the most powerful processor on this entire list with speeds of up to 6.63 GHz. Fast, smooth, and efficient at all times. The screen is a 6.83-inch AMOLED with 144 Hz and a peak brightness of 4000 nits. It's the smoothest and brightest screen on this list. Under the sun, indoors, at night, it always looks amazing. And with Dolby Atmos sound on its stereo speakers, the multimedia experience is on another level. But what really makes you fall in love with this phone are its cameras. It comes with a triple camera system featuring Leica sensors, which is the same brand used in professional photography cameras. The main camera is 50 megapixels with optical stabilization, 5 times optical zoom, and photo quality that rivals the best on the market. The battery is 5,500 milliamp hours with 90-watt fast charging and 50-watt wireless charging. Plus, it has IP68 water resistance, an in-display fingerprint reader, and runs on Android 15. Everything you expect from a high-end phone all in one device. The price? It's worth every penny because here you have the very best that Xiaomi has to offer for 2026. You'll find the link in the description. Alright, now you know all farth. Now comes the million-dollar question. Which one would you buy? I'll tell you straight up, the Redmi Note 14G. For around $170 if you're looking for the most affordable Xiaomi that's still good in 2026. The Poco X7 Pro for $380 if you want the most balanced and reliable option. The Redmi Note 14 Pro Plus 5G for around $300 if cameras are your absolute priority. The Poco F7 for about $525 if you're a gamer or a very demanding user and need the maximum possible power. The Xiaomi 15T Pro for around $650 if you want the absolute best with no compromises. That's all.